Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today is Tuesday the 28th of October 2025. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to be starting off on the monthly time frame because this is my first video of the week. So on the monthly time frame, I have this channel over here and I feel like price might want to head on downwards, maybe for a retracement, but I guess we'll just have to see. But as per now, I am short term bearish. I don't know if it wants to continue downwards. However, I am still thinking that price might even want to come all the way back to down here, but of course I don't know. So as per right now, I just feel like maybe it might want to come down to make a retracement, and we can see that even when we put our moving averages, okay, well, the moving averages are slightly above, but when we take our fib as well, this level is also at the 61.8% fib. So this area looks like a high confluence area. Sometimes even with moving averages, but price can still break below, but that's too far. So as per right now, let me just head on over to the weekly time frame and see what's happening. So in the weekly time frame, I have this little uptrend situation over here. We have this 2 weeks, we have these 2 wicks over here. I have this trend line and price was bouncing off and it looks like we've slightly broken below. I don't know. Personally, I still feel like maybe price might even want to come back and make like a pullback, because when you look at the monthly time frame candle, we still have a long wick. So personally, I think maybe some short-term sells and then we see if we can push upwards. But if not, and when I say push upwards, for me, I just feel like maybe like a push up and then now head down. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So, and also this week over here, when we take our fib, I like to put it from the most bottom part of the impulsive move, and we can see when we put it here, this 38.2 is quite nice because we do have those wicks here, not a full candle close, but I feel like this level here might be nice for price to then react and then push up. That is if we break below this monthly resistance, because these charts are not looking good. I feel like we've just been in some sort of consolidation. And anyway, so this is the daily time frame. So daily time frame, let me remove my moving averages. Daily time frame here, I have a channel and I feel like maybe price might want to come down back to these levels, and we can see it's a high confluence area from the points that I mentioned from the weekly time frame, and also we can see that we have some points over here. So this might be nice if it does end up breaking below this level, maybe just something short, and then we see if it can push up maybe back to these levels. That would be nice. So right now I'm short-term bearish. Okay, so let me go to the 4-hour time frame. My internet is looking a bit slow today. Anyway, the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame, we can see that here we had some news. We have a bearish engulfing candle here forming on the 4-hour time frame. This is a trend line that I have here, and the main reason I have it here and not here is because on the daily time frame, you'll see that this area here is a wick. So usually when the candle closes like slightly below is where I'll put my trend line, and this looks quite nice. Personally, I don't enter on 4-hour candles. I feel like this candle is a bit too big for my liking. The stop loss would be big, so I'm going to be waiting for some pullbacks, maybe on the 1-hour time frame. Let's just scale on down and then we see what happens. So on the 1 hour, you can see I have lots of support and resistance lines. These are just to help me see likely places where price might retrace. So taking my fib, I can see that we have 38.2 around this level here, which is nice. The golden zones here, the 50 and the 61.8, also looks nice. So what I will be doing today sorry, I'm going to be looking for some sells. I'm going to be waiting for that pullback, and then we see if we can have even the excels back to this level over here. So, and also when I take my moving average, we can see that these two, the 20 and the 50, are also lining up around this level here. So this is quite a key area, and what I usually do is I put my alert. I usually put an alert at where I feel like price might ring, because I usually enter on 1-hour candles, and I set alerts on my phone as well after every 1 hour. So in case I'm not able to hear my phone, I can just hope that this alert will ring, and then it will let me know that maybe price has come around to an area that I like, and I'll start watching out for it. So anyway, it's not been too bad. I think for right now we've been selling. Last week I was able to get some good sells around these levels here. I think my computer is lagging. Sorry. So yeah, last week I think I was able to get some sales around this level here on Monday. I didn't know that we had some news in the morning, so I ended up closing it at a 1% because I thought that these candles here, I thought that maybe price wanted to make like a pull up, but this would have been such a nice like 2% if I was patient enough. But that's a reminder to always check the news calendar. For me, I usually like the news. The only news that I don't like is CPI. And let me tell you what happened. Now was it on Friday? Yes. So I had actually had a sell here on Thursday. If you watched my video, then you knew, I think you know that I was watching for some sells around this level here. Guys, it was going into profit. Tell me why. Tell me why. As it was going into profit, I moved my stop loss. I trailed it all the way back to down here. The news came. My stop loss was actually around this level here. The news came. It spiked me out. It not only took out my stop loss, it took out my entry. It also took out my original stop loss. So basically, my stop loss did not work. And that was something that I had to really learn about. And I made a carousel post on it on my Instagram, the pound trader, because guys, I was confused. I was really confused. I didn't understand why I made a loss when it was in profit and I trailed my stop loss. So anyway, the price breached and I learned because of the high slippage and the volatility that can usually happen. So I think for me, I'll never trade the CPI news ever again, or rather hold my trade when CPI news are incoming. Anyway, long story short, this is what I am waiting for. Let me go to the dollar index to see what's happening. So this dollar index has been quite interesting because personally I don't know what's happening. For me, I would hope that price would just want to, what's happening here? Sorry guys, I don't know what's happening today. Please forgive me. I can't edit this video, so I just want to post it the way it is. So please, today you'll be watching my videos with bloopers. So anyway, yeah, I feel like here we might these candles here are not convincing at all to indicate any bearish pressure. So I feel like maybe price might want to push back up again, and then we see if we can get like that double top to maybe fill up this gap over here, and then we now start like the uptrend because I'm long-term bullish on the dollar. So this is just waiting to see. I'm waiting to see if there can be a bounce off this trend line to confirm the sells that I am looking for today on the pound. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope this video wasn't too long. And also we have some news on tomorrow, 9 p.m. East African time and 9:30 East African time. So today all is clear. So I'm really hoping that price can just make that quick pullback. I'm going to be waiting for a 1 hour candle around these levels here, and then we see if we can get those sells. That is it for today. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Let me know what you think and see you in the next video. Bye bye.